Well, the group of 7 nations wrapped up their first day of meetings in Italy. The summit was dominated by the ongoing war in Ukraine and efforts to support the embattled nation. Leaders agreed on a framework for a $50 billion loan for Ukraine, utilizing interest generated from frozen Russian assets held by G7 nations. Well, this multi-year loan aims to provide Kiev with crucial financial assistance in 2025 and even beyond. Well, Zelensky addressed the summit, securing a separate $4.5 billion in aid this year from Japan as well, along with a 10-year security agreement. Well, the United States, a key player in supporting Ukraine, pledged up to $50 billion, with the final sum depending on contributions from other members. Russia condemned the news, with the foreign ministry spokesperson calling it criminal.
We know about the supposedly reached fundamental agreements within the G7 to provide Ukraine with another loan of $50 billion pledged against future revenues from managing Russian assets. Such a step will not lead the West to anything good. This illegal initiative, linked to attempts to pump up the Kiev regime with money at someone else's expense, threatens to completely unbalance the financial system and create cataclysmic crisis.
Russia's response options are still being debated. They may attempt to challenge the legality of the asset freeze in foreign courts. Meanwhile, they could also retaliate by hindering energy exports to Europe, further straining relations and potentially impacting global energy markets. The G7 is aiming for a long-term loan structure that would function regardless of the upcoming elections in member countries, particularly the US, where elections are slated to take place in November later this year. This is likely in response to concerns about potential shifts in US policy under a different administration. Another key topic on the agenda was China's economic influence. G7 leaders expressed concern about China's industrial overcapacity and its potential distortion of global markets. The group is exploring strategies to counter this influence and support economic growth in Africa.